Howdy folks, Keywii here, and welcome to a brand new game. This one is called Suzerain, which I know very little about. I got it, I think it's part of a Humble Bundle? I don't know. But it's a politics-looking kind of game. And I did just do Democracy 4, so, I'm ready for this one. Now, I'm a little nervous about this one, because when I loaded it up, it said, this is the symbol that happens when you autosave. You cannot go back to previous save files. Which tells me, shit, things matter. Don't fuck up, because you cannot go back. Now, if they didn't say that, I'd be like, whatever. I don't save scum anyway, in general. I try not to anyway. But, possibly might have had to, but now it's just impossible. So we're just gonna jump right in. Yeah, I got this, maybe a year ago. It was a bit ago, and I don't remember what it is or where I got it. You are my enslavement and my freedom. You are my flesh burning like a raw summer night. You are my country. I don't know how to pronounce it, that symbol there. Anton Rayne. Nazam. The Great Nazam. Oh, 1908. You open your eyes to the world. You came from a wealthy family in the city. Middle-class family in the, the city of... Oh, God, I'm going to have to remember this shit. All right. Slow down. Remember. Ooh, all right, so it's 1908 in the kingdom of Sordland. There's no W in that. You open your eyes to this world. You came from a wealthy family in the city of Lockhaven, a middle-income family in the city of Holsord, an impoverished family in the city of Dyer. I like being from poor because that can teach me. Also, this feels like it would be possibly a medieval job thing. I have no clue about this idea. I have no clue about this game going in blind, so I'm middle of the road. I'm not wealthy, but I'm doing all right. Middle income family. Your parents named you Anton as the only child of a diligent civil servant. You lived quite an ordinary childhood. Life was not bad. You were lucky enough to attend a well-known public school, but frequent fights broke out at the Rayne family home. These made you feel uneasy. The years passed. And now it's, 1923? My God, that's a long time. That's 15 years. During history class at school, the bells started to ring unexpectedly. You heard a loud commotion outside. As everyone tried to figure out what was going on, the principal announced the historic revolution. The kingdom was no more. The kingdom of Sordland, the Republic of Sordland, was born. You do not fully understand. You were happy that you had the day off. You were somewhat worried. So there's some sort of revolution or something. I don't know. I'm a dumb kid. I was happy I got the day off, because that was awesome. 3 years later, after graduating, you passed the university exam with high marks. You had the opportunity to choose between several studies. You chose law at the Holsord State University, economics at the Lockhaven Business School, history at the University of Culture. I'm going to go with economics. I love economy and stuff in video games. I love that money math. During the first year, you attended a lecture. I did not know there was going to be this. I was reading a lecture of the David Whiskey. Yep. He was a well-known diplomat from a foreign minister and the son of the president. After observing the hall in silence, he explained why a market economy is a better option for Sordland. He argued for a system where prices for goods and services are determined by the open market. You agreed in principle. You questioned what you were being taught. Your only concern was passing the exams. You agreed in principle. Sordland entered... soldiers entered the camp... Oh, this is 4 years. The coup of not 27. Soldiers entered the campus in the evening ahead of the first election. Many were in shock as the uniformed men created a security cordon and started arresting the teachers. A group of students started gathering in protest along with your best friend, Peter Vectern. You decided to... Oh, my best friend is involved? Protest. I'm going to protest with the students. My best friend is there. One of the officers made a loud announcement that echoed through the campus. General Lutheran declared martial law in order to restore the administration. Please stand back and disperse to your rooms. You join the students as slowly march towards a large group of soldiers. Suddenly, the soldiers charged. There is no other option. A student fell and was trampled as everyone started running away. I ran off. Like, I was there for my friend, but now this is scary. I'm here for economics. I want to do math. Unlike the others, you were lucky to escape. It was a gloomy year. October 10th, 1927. The majority of the students and teachers displayed their opposition. Thus, Lockhaven became a target for the military regime. You didn't want to stay idle and decided to join a human rights group, a student council, political debate group. Yeah. Dozens of debates helped you hone your oratory skills while also helping you grow your network. So I'm not doing what I would actually do. I'm building a character here. So this character is interested in economics. They're not fully politically, like, gung-ho. They're sort of a little more cautious with it. A little more hesitant, a little more intelligent. Even though the debates were pretty heated between different groups, you all grew from sharing ideas. In one of the meetings, Peter introduced you to one of his friends, Monica, who was a volunteer for the Swordish League of Women. You were immediately attracted to her intelligence, her beauty, her diligence, her fighting spirit. Because I'm about opportunity. I'm about, cornering the market. I'm about that economic, the money math. Politically charged environment led you to join the Red Youth, the Socialists, join the Young Swords, the Nationalists, stay away from any political organization. Ooh, interesting. Now, I'm going for that money math, so I'm going to see about possibly joining the Nationalists. Politically charged environment led you to... Nah, I don't think I want to stay away from the politics. I'm going to go to the Nationalists. Okay, the year later. The radio relayed that the communist general Ricard surrendered Lutheran and his troops, demanding their surrender. Surrounded. They refused and heavy fighting broke out across the country. You just couldn't believe it. The army was fighting against themselves. Sordland plunged into chaos. Ricard's sudden attack caused even more bloodshed in the country. He seemed different compared to the fascist Lutheran. Excuse me. In your opinion, however, he was more of the same. So you participated in a protest march. You were chanting, "One nation, one system, one people. And the chaos, we want stability. United we stand, divided we fall." Honestly, I feel like my character would be about unity. About people working together to make a better world. You're marching towards Ricard. The students and soldiers supported the coup gathered a few hundred meters away. Many socialists were among them. You knew something was going to happen. This time, you stayed. There's a massive clash between the two sides. Soldiers began to beat the students. Tanks started rolling forward. In the chaotic moment, you saw a young girl about to get run over by a tank. Oh, I'm not a sacrificey sort. I'm just involved. I warned her. But all your efforts were in vain. You never forgot her face. I'm not a hero. I'm just trying to do what's right, The clashes escalated into full-blown civil war. The horrors made you isolate yourself for a while. Monica helped you cope, and love grew between the two of you. However, it was difficult. It was a difficult time for love. The chaos must end. There's so much of this game left. I thought I might be doing, something sort of similar to... I have no idea what this is, honestly. It's a larger game, though, so I don't think it's just what we see here. Unless it's huge errors in the thing. 1929, Republic of Sordland. The charismatic Colonel, Tarkin Sol, orchestrated a sudden coup and brought an end to the chaos. Phew! He wrote a new constitution and restored stability. The people saw him as a savior. He formed the United Sordland Party and ran as a presidential candidate in the first ever elections. You voted for the United Sordland Party. I voted. I want that stability. I want the world to be united together. USP won the election by a large majority. After graduation, he kept seeing Monica and noticed her interest to marry. However, a letter arrived from the military calling you to fulfill your compulsory service. Well. I don't want it, but it's gonna happen. February 1930, Bergia region. Bergia? A devastating civil war broke out in the neighboring country, Welland. The distinguished Major, Losif Lancia, God, that name's, ordered you to lead your squad on a border patrol mission. It was a very cold night when you began marching out of the Gumrin outpost. You could see your breath. After several hours of marching through the snowy hills, distant noises were heard. Visibility was too low to confirm the source. The squad crawled forward in formation and found a spot to observe. A group of refugees had made it beyond the border fence. You escorted them back, let them slip through. Ooh, a group of refugees. Alright. After several hours of marching, distant noises were heard. Visibility was too low to confirm the source. The squad crawled forward in formation and found a spot to observe. A group of refugees had made it beyond the border fence. You escorted them back, let them slip through. Oh, is this smart or not? I don't know. I don't know what to do here. I shouldn't have been in charge of a platoon. Let them slip through. It's about opportunity. After patrol, Major Lancia arrived with anger and immediately relieved you of your command, calling you a disappointment. One of your squad members had reported your actions. After several months of scrubbing the floors as a punishment, your duties ended and you went back to civilian life. No! You and Monica decided to share your lives together. Well, it's a good silver lining. After receiving the blessing of her parents, a ceremony was held in Wholesword. During the same year, you worked hard to secure a high-paying job at the governing United Sordland Party. That's just what I'm about. I'm not that military sort. It was much more difficult to start your career on a good foot because of the refugee incident, but you still managed. Working the ruling party was the easiest path to power. The financial compensation was too great to pass up. It was the best opportunity to change the country for the better. Yeah. I'm a wide-eyed optimist at the moment. You became the economics assistant of one of the more experienced members of Assembly. You worked hard and long, staying late at work, investigating hundreds of pages of economic reports. I was climbing the ladder. Stoll strengthened the Republic by removing the institutions and symbols of the former kingdom and society. Things were also looking up for the country as a massive economic boom continued, and people were the happiest they'd been in a decade. Election time came and it was decided President Tarkin Sol was elected once more. Hopefully that's not a case of, always elected sort of thing. Alright. The new 5-year plan and the subsequent work regarding finances put you under a lot of pressure. But your significant contribution to the economic strategy triggered an invitation to meet President Tarquin Sol himself, who offered you a key position. You were to become the youngest member of Assembly. You accepted right away. As the youngest MP, it was difficult to connect with the influential inner circle. You needed allies. So you brought Petar as your right-hand man. The birth of your son, Frank, provided you a brief moment of joy and relief. You sacrificed work to spend time with your family. Sacrificed family to improve your position in the party. Oh, fuck, don't put that position on me. God, obviously in real life I would sacrifice work for the family, but... Alright, so I know my economic position, but do I know my family position? Sacrifice work to spend time with your family. Sacrifice family to improve your position in the party. I don't know. Sacrifice work to spend time with my family. During your absence, Peter found trustworthy contacts and strengthened your position in the party. Oh, nice. At the same time, President Sol increased his authority over the years. His growing ego started to cause strife within the party. The cracks began to show. October 1945, President Sol barely secured a majority in the elections against the opposition leader. Over the past year, people were growing discontent with corruption and the worsening quality of life. Meanwhile, calls for United Sordland Party Congress became louder as a leadership struggle started to brew. You watched from the sidelines, kept supporting the president, joined the internal opposition. Interesting. Where would my character go from here? Let me just take so it doesn't... Where would I go from here? Would I watch from the sidelines, doing little, not taking the opportunity? Would I keep supporting the president, who seems to be going towards a corrupt position? Or would I join the internal opposition? Now, I started as a wide-eyed optimist. I wanted to make it... And this was 15 years ago, during the Civil War. I wanted to be good. But am I corrupt now? Join the internal opposition or keep supporting the president. People's opinions change, especially over 15 years. That's a long time. Watch from the sidelines. I actually don't know what I would do here. I would, like, obviously, if I were to pick real me, I would join the internal opposition. That seems like the thing, but that would also jeopardize my career. Keep supporting the president. Watch from the sidelines. Yeah, watch from the sidelines is also an option. Don't do anything. I think I'm going to be a little less strong. The contender of party leadership was Ewald Alfonso, a reformist and talented business magnate, with a growing popularity within the party. Meanwhile, in a desperate effort to secure votes before the Congress, President Sol was meeting party members one by one. He approached you too. The President offered you a position of Minister of Economy, Commerce, and Energy in the next government if you backed him in the upcoming vote. Interesting. So we got this new opposition guy, and we got the corrupt president. He's offering me the Minister of Economy, which is a dream job of mine, by the way. And do I accept it under him, or do I go with the popularity vote? Ooh. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to... That job is too good. It's too good. Party Congress is nothing short of impressive. The banners of United Sordland were decorated every possible spot. Thousands of influential political figures, lobbyists, and benefactors gathered for this turning point. The voting for the party leadership began. Do I vote for the corrupt president who gave me the position if I won, or do I play both sides and go for the winner? I think... I think I'm going to vote for the opposition. The efforts bore fruit as the contentious leadership vote was won by Ewald Alfonso. During the Congress, Sol announced his retirement from politics. You knew the structure he had established was to stay. The country had become increasingly authoritarian. You were happy that Sol was finally leaving, were troubled by the departure of Sol, didn't care who was in charge. I was happy that Sol was finally leaving. A month later, your daughter was born. Monica named her Dina. She motivated you during the tumultuous period in the party. The general elections were approaching. The United Sordland Party was under new leadership of Ewald Alfonso. You joined the party effort and campaigned for him. You did your best not to help him. Join the party effort and campaign for him. Did your best not to help him. Now, what does that mean? Does that mean I was actively opposed? Join the party effort and campaign for him. Did your best not to help him. I think I'd rather keep my job than thing. During the general elections, the main opposition leader was embroiled in a sex scandal with a secretary. He was replaced by the strong opposition figure Franz Richter, but the damage had been done. The extensive privatization program proposed by Ewald Alfonso secured an election victory for the United Sordland Party. Over the next years, you did your best in order to make Sordland a better place, tried all that was necessary to climb up the ladder, dedicated yourself to the party and its success. Tried all that was necessary to climb the ladder. That's what I'm about. President of Ewald Alfonso saw many bold reforms, but was followed by a serious economic recession. The other parties announced their bids for the 1953 election, but the unfair system hampered all opposition efforts to win. You thought that the party could not survive another crisis, worried about the economic recession, worried that your reputation would be tarnished along with Alfonso. I worried about the recession, my dude. I'm all about that money math. Together with Peter, your presence in the USP grew, and you became the face of a new wing in the party. You effectively took over the leadership. Oh shit. As President Alfonso lost control of the country. The moment to make a move had come. You blamed Alfonso for the crisis on television, bribed and extorted Alfonso's in a circle, advised him to step down. See, I'm not about the corruption. The corruption is what ruined this country. I'm all about what's good for the country. Blamed Alfonso for the crisis on television. Ooh, am I about that fake news? You know what? I'm not about that fake news. Not yet, not in the 50s. He didn't take your advice seriously and started to reshuffle his cabinet, but most of his inner circle abandoned him. Your diplomatic attitude made the party vote you in as the leader. Yeah, see, I didn't slander him. I didn't go with him. I was like, hey, whoa, calm down. Take a chillaxative, my dude. Just calm. Following this, you announced that you would be running for president in the general election with Peter as your running mate. It was your turn. After visiting every city and town during the campaign, you made a speech on state television. You promised to enact diplomatic reforms, preserve national values. Ooh, that's very interesting. Preserve national values. So am I about keeping things the same, or am I about change? I think with the recession, economic crisis, yeah, it's only been 2 years. I think with the crisis going on, it's been weighing heavily, it's been tolling on me. So I need to enact democratic reforms. I need to make the money roll in. That's what I need to be about. The people are tired of empty promises. We need fundamental change in our institutions and government. A solid and transparent democracy awaits us. Brothers and sisters, a new constitution and a new age is upon us. The broadcast ended. Damn, that's 20 minutes of a fucking intro is what that is. Election day, millions went to cast their votes. It was time to face the truth. Prologue, Rise to Power. President Rayne. Alright, so my name is Rayne. I think I remember that, but I forgot. Chapter 1. President Rayne. Okay, this is a lot different than what I thought. Alright, hairstyle. Alright, first of all, I'm going to change the facial hair a little bit. Idealist, clean-shaven, intellectual, sword gentleman, swordist, strategist, theorist. There's a lot more facial hair than I originally thought. Revolutionary. I like this mustache. It's a great mustache. 20s, gentleman. Gentleman's hat. Default, balding, long, bald, movie star. I like the stylish. That's pretty good. Attire. Tuxedo. I could be the weirdo that wears the tuxedo. White suit. I'll go with the white suit. Grand. You know what? I'm grand. Accessories. Oh yeah, I guess I could be a glasses wearing sort. Get the cigar, get the pipe. Yeah, I'm the glasses sort. This does look great on this face. Background. Office. I'm gonna go with office if nothing else looks good. Yeah, office. Alright, this is who I am. This is me. This is Rayne. You will not be able to change how President Rayne looks from this point forward. Are you sure? Yes, I am sure. As Anton Rayne, you have made many promises to the people of Sordland in order to gain their votes. They must be considered very carefully. Excuse me. Sordland's economy has been based on a planned doctrine since its formation until the former president, Ewald Alfonso, enacted free market reforms. Now the country finds itself in between two different economic systems. Diplomacy, immigration. Alright, so here's the situation. So it was planned from the very beginning, but it didn't work out. And, or rather, maybe it was, but Alfonso, every president has been corrupt. They suck. So, let's see. Am I about that free market, or am I about planned economy? I feel like a free market is good up until a point where it starts preying on the weak. But let's come back to that one. Diplomacy. The intensifying global rivalry between capitalist Arcasia in the west and the communist United Cartana in the east is opening new diplomatic possibilities. Sordland could take steps to align itself closer to one. God, I want to come back to that one too. Immigration. In recent years, Bloodish, Wezek, and Agnolian immigrants flocked to Sordland due to relaxed immigration laws enacted by Alfonso. As a result, tensions in between swords and immigrants have been increasing. I'm going to tighten immigration. Now, obviously, I'm about immigration in real life. That's how you promote the economy. That's how you get more money flowing. You need people coming into the country. But also, I'm Canadian, so we kind of require immigration anyway. Now, do I go with the capitalist West or the communist East? I believe I'm about that neither. Neither. Haul something or other. Okay, am I promoting the free market or am I promoting planned economy? I'm going to go back to our values. They got us where we were. And the economic crash was about, the free market. Things crashed. It wasn't as much control over the money. It makes perfect sense. All right, so we've also promised to focus on a certain extensive subject within our first term. The people expect us to solve the negative situations within this topic while providing an overall improvement to the related policies. So, since the 1940s, the difference of service quality between urban and rural hospitals has been greatly getting increasingly worse, and the average life expectancy has dropped significantly. Education. The lack of schools, teachers, and even classroom equipment in certain areas causes massive gaps in the previously robust education system. Law enforcement. Increased crime is pushing law enforcement to their limits, while judges at courts deal with a huge and expanding backlog of legal cases. The military protects the country from hostile threats, and while some see it as a massive financial burden, others argue it is a critical deterrent. So, I'm siding with neither, so I don't really want to I'm not about getting involved, so military, not so much. I could do health or I could do education. Those feel like good to me. I think I'm going to do education. Yeah, let's get some education. Your promises will be remembered and they will have consequences. Are you sure about this? No. Hang on, go back. So, promote planned economy. Do not side with either thing. Tighten immigration. So I'm not about letting people in. Oh, but the refugee incident. Oh, people could call back on that. Oh, no. Keep immigration relaxed. Education. We bring in all the people. We educate all the people. Done. Yeah. This makes sense to me. 2 weeks have passed since you won the election. And now I was about to be sworn in as the 4th president of Sordland. That's one hell of a situation. Thousands are watching the inauguration ceremony and cheering my name, Anton Rayne. The die was cast. The die was cast, and there my story began. In the distance, the Maroon Palace... Oh, fuck all this reading. So the economy is in development, the budget is 3, and the wealth is 2. The palace is where... Oh, fuck all the reading. No! I don't want to have to reading. To the top of the famous Hill of Pride. I had no way of knowing what future awaited me there. I looked at my family. My son and daughter, Frank and Dina, were next to Monica, my wife. Her eyes were glimmering with pride. When I turned towards the key people who made it all possible, of course, each individual was promised an important position in my cabinet. As my thoughts slowly faded away, the reality of the situation dawned on me. Orso Hawker, the Chief Justice of the Supreme Court, was waiting for me. It's time for the oath has come. I'm ready. It has indeed. Let's start. It has indeed. Please repeat after me. I do solemnly swear that I will respectfully execute the office. I will respectfully execute the office of the President of Sordland. And to the best end of my ability, preserve and protect and defend the people and the Constitution of the Republic of Sordland. You may now deliver your inauguration speech, Mr. President. Thank you. It is an honor. It is an honor. It is an honor, sir. Dear citizens of Sordland, brothers and sisters, my fellow swords! Dear citizens of Sordland. The crowd looks very eager to listen to me. The idea of unity, the current dire situation, change and hope. The idea of, for many generations, this country and its long history have kept us tied to an idea, the idea of unity, and our people's right for a free and prosperous life. We stand together, we prevail. The issues that plague us are capabilities. Our workers are no less productive than a decade ago. Our capable minds are no less inventive. Our products and services no less requested than they were last week, last month, or last year. I promise you we will stop the recession and eliminate poverty. That's a little high. The future awaits us. Sordland is above all in the world. First, we must rewrite our broken constitution from 19... No. Let's bring hype to the world. Future awaits us. Sordland is above all in the world. It is time for united and powerful Sordland once again. Change now, not in the next decade or years, today. Our capacity as a nation has never been greater. Hundreds of thousands cheered. They were shouting my name in unison. I felt the responsibility, the power, and the burden all at the same time. Rise fist, wave. I'm gonna wave. Enjoy the moment. I'm not gonna raise a fist. It's not about the revolution. It's about unity. So I'm going to see that we are united. I'm gonna wave. I waved at the crowd, which made the crowd cheer louder. Yes. I took a long look at the people of Sordland to burn this memory into my memory. One of the presidential guards came by to notify that it was time to leave. I made my way to the leading car in the motorcade. Presidential state car was a jet black Cadilla with flags of Sordland above the front headlights. Next to it, a man was holding the door. Hello, Mr. President. Still under the effect of the speech I made, hearing my new... It's time to go. Am I able to leave? Save and exit to menu. Save and exit to desktop. Save and exit to menu. Am I able to do that? Oh yeah, look at my dude! Now, isn't based on checkpoint. Am I able to just leave, though? I need to see, like, where it sits. If I jump back in, will it bring me back to where I was? Or will it be like, nah, it's just based off the last checkpoint? Do I have to make the entire speech over again? Fuck, I have to make the entire speech over again. Alright. I'll do that next time and reconvene. Alright, well, that'll have to be for this one. Thank you guys so much for watching. And of course, I'm Keywii. I'm your 2 cents for life all day. I love you all. Goodbye.